Well, that sucked. That run sucked. My mindset sucked. Everything about that sucked. Welcome back, everybody, to an on-site edition of Average at Best. I am your host, Josh Chase. Thank you once again for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button at the end of the video. If you like it, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. It's been a couple weeks since we talked last, and these last 2 to 3 weeks, I've had a ton of good runs. I've felt better than ever than I had. I've had a lot of good track workouts, a lot of good speed work, and it all came to an end today. So I figured today, right now, after a run that I just bailed out on, was the perfect time to talk to everybody about how my training's going as we finish up this week 7 and we get into the last week of training. So when I last left everybody and we last talked, I had just finished up, I believe, week 4, and we started getting into sort of the deload process, and the workouts focused on speed and focused on the mentality of staying with your runs and really finishing hard and finishing strong with every workout that you do. And when I look back at this training plan, there's a couple of those workouts that I'm going to remember from this point forward. One of them was a 14 times 400 speed workout. So that's a lap around the track 14 times at about a 7.5 minute pace. When I went through that workout, I thought to myself, 14 reps of essentially sprinting, at least sprinting for me, around the track is something that in the past I never would have done. And at the end of that workout, I finished, and I swear I could have run 14 more laps. I felt absolutely amazing. My legs felt light, my lungs felt great, my mindset was just top notch at that point. My long runs on the weekends got longer and longer as I settled into a faster pace, and even my longer tempo workout runs, the ones where it was 1 or 2 miles at a time, I just felt unstoppable. Now that was all up until about Friday of last week. Now this is going to sound like I'm making excuses and I'm sort of letting myself off the hook here, but my knees started to act up a little bit. I started to have some IT band issues. I was actually just finishing a session of PT for sciatic issues, and I thought I was going to be on the mend and I was feeling better than ever. And life and my body, I guess, decides that it wasn't going to be that easy. So last Friday, I started to feel kind of this twinge in my IT band. I had just come off a run. I started walking. Something was sort of nagging me. And I thought, well, I have an easy run the next day, so I'll just take it easy. Maybe I'll rest on Sunday. I took an extra day off, and it's just not going away. And it came to a head today. I was out for what was supposed to be the most difficult of the workouts during this 8-week training plan. I came into it sort of not really motivated, but not really in the right headspace to get it done. When I read the workout, it was supposed to be the most difficult workout. It was 3 by 2 mile tempo interval paces, which is about 8:45. So all in total was probably going to put about 6 to 7 miles on my legs today. And temperatures went up these last few weeks. Humidity went through the roof. I'm dripping sweat at this point. And I bailed out. Excuses like it's 80 degrees out, it's humid, I'm sweating, I didn't eat properly today, my knee hurts. 90% of the time this training plan I've run through that, but it's one of those days where I'm just not in it. And normally it's like, those are the days you should push through. Now, those are the days where you take a step back and say, it's better to rest, come get it the next day. I don't have much time to go before the end of this plan and before my time trial, so I'm just going to get in the right headspace instead of torture myself for an hour. I gave up on my run and I gave up on myself. This is week 7. We've got about 10 days of this training plan to go, and I decided that I just wasn't in the right headspace, and physically, I didn't want to push it. My goal all along has been get a better 10K time than when I started, and I'm not about to risk that on some Thursday workout. Is it Thursday? I don't even know what day it is, to be honest. Days don't really matter anymore. The only day that matters is next Sunday, which is when I run this 10K time trial for me. And listen, I quit in the middle of this workout, and I'll be honest with you, I've got sort of a pity party going for myself. I was pissed off. I had to spend about 2 miles walking after I ran pretty much the furthest point during this workout, but that's it. I got to cast that aside. I got to feel better about myself. I got to take care of myself physically. My leg needs to get better, so I'm going to go see the PT doc about that one. And it's time to buckle down. I've got 2 long runs coming up this weekend. We have the Ultravirus 12-hour ultra marathon this weekend. I'm probably only going to run about 10 to 15 miles of that. But next week is week 8. It's the final week of this training plan. I've sort of slacked on documenting where I'm at, so I want to keep focus on that and keep you guys up to date. And I look forward to, in the next video, telling you about my success at a 10K time trial. And I don't want to minimize the achievement, and I don't want to try and make excuses for maybe not hitting that PR, but I will tell you, even if I don't beat my original 10K time, I feel better physically than I ever have before when it comes to my running. Mentally, I've got the focus to push through longer distances and faster speeds than I've ever had. Even 7 weeks into this, I'm already succeeding in my goals here, but I'm not gonna lie, even if I am miserable that morning when I wake up to do this time trial, I'm in pain, I can tell you, I'm not gonna let any of that stop me. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna run my ass off, and I'm gonna beat my time that I set a little over 7 weeks ago. So that's it really, just a quick sort of unscripted update. I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop as to where I'm at. I hope your training is going well. It looks like as we deal with the coronavirus, things are starting to open back up, so I hope that you've got some races on your calendar, or at least something to look forward to, and that you're putting your training to good work, and that you're training harder than ever. And we're gonna see you guys next week again. Thanks so much for the love. Thanks everybody for watching. I think it was at 75 subscribers when I last checked. I can't thank you enough for watching. I hope it's at least inspired you to go out and maybe get at least one run in. And I look forward to talking to you guys next week at the conclusion of this. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on your video. I certainly appreciate it. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below. But we'll talk to you guys next week when that big time trial comes up. I'll tell you, running is just like golf. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can have a great drive and feel amazing. Next shot, feel like you suck at it.